Hello and welcome to another update video about LINK. Yeah, LINK is following the ideal structure, the forecast, reversed in our support region, continues to climb higher at the moment. This is in line with the preferred scenario that the price should get into the $24 to $26 range, maybe even a little higher based on the latest microstructure. So I have added another microstructure earlier today. Which I think makes sense. So we want to talk about the structure. Also, considering, however, the overall context, given that, let's zoom out a bit, the chart has already fulfilled a 5-wave move to the upside, and we're only now reaching sort of the ideal, let's say, target levels, right? Only the ideal target levels. We haven't reached that sort of $24 to $25, $26 range that I would like it to reach, but with $21.40 most recently and now again, the minimum requirements for this entire 5-wave pattern have been fulfilled. But it got, I don't want to call a top in place until we have confirmation for a top, and we simply go with the trend as long as it's hot. So we just go with the trend, with the flow. I will always add support areas that you can use to maybe find entries. This was incredible. This journey here between early January to now, I mean, there's one box, another box, okay, not touched, but at least it did hold. Another one touched several times here. People had the opportunity twice to add positions for trading the wave 5. And now, and I think we didn't have any break. I could be wrong, but I don't think we had any break. If there was one, it was on the smallest time frames. So it's possible that, I mean, maybe here, but it's possible that we are now in this wave 5. And the analysis gives us a very clear invalidation point. That means if we get a break, below that invalidation point, which we want to talk about, it could be an early indication that wave 1 has topped. I mean, there's no guarantee it will fill in this structure. This is the microstructure, which I think is reasonable expectation. But please understand that it's only an ending diagonal. This is not impulsive. It's not impulsive due to the pullback we've had yesterday. So let me go to the 1-hour chart. This pullback we had yesterday just looks like a diagonal pattern. Also, this is not a clear 5-wave move up. So yes, probably a diagonal. So I'm labeling this as a wave 1 that obviously after reversing in our support zone. Wave 1 which topped here on Thursday, wave 2 pullback, and now a third wave rally, which again is an ABC structure most likely. We have an ABC in wave A. Again, it's a 3-wave move. I mean, it could be clearer. It's a 3-wave move up in wave A. We are in wave B. This B wave could get a bit more of a pullback, to be honest. Might get a bit more of a pullback. One sec. But it's basically where, it could go a little lower, like another larger ABC, but should really not break below $19.40. I mean, okay, if it goes below $19.40, but certainly not below $19.26, which is this swing low. To be fair, if it comes down to 1940, we're likely dealing with invalidation anyway, because it will then take out 1926 as well, which is the wave 2 low. So B wave, but B waves can be tricky. They can even overshoot to the downside. I would obviously, it's not something to expect really though. Then we can get a C wave to the upside, which should reach the area between $23.90 and $25.55. Then a wave 4 pullback and another wave 5 to the upside, reaching possibly, $25.55 to $27, maybe even $30 if things go well. That's basically in line with previous targets I gave you. We talked about up to $29, $30. But for now, this is sort of what I'm watching. Possible to maybe add here even a trend channel, but that's maybe a little early, but we can add it to see if the price reacts to it. Sometimes these diagonals, they respect these channels, and we want to add it to the wave 2 low. So I'm not sure if it's going to follow that, or maybe here to this low might be more reasonable. We'll see. That's sort of how I see the structure. And then invalidation point I mentioned, okay, if it gets invalidated, I mean, we could still say, okay, maybe this is the X wave, and we come down for another alternative wave 4 to retest the box. So that would be the bullish alternative, or let's say bearish alternative in a still overall bullish scenario, but then a break below 1680, which would then also involve a break to the downside of the overall larger trend channel. That would probably be the confirmation that wave 2 is unfolding, which then in turn would be a nice opportunity maybe to look for new entry points for a third wave rally later. That's my update about Link. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.